Think mammoths died from the freezing cold? Think again. The truth written into modern scientific journals is far more terrifying. They died from heat. For nearly 5 million years, these 8-ton giants ruled the Arctic. They weathered blizzards of -60 degrees and endured relentless glacial advances. They were the undisputed monarchs of the Ice Age. Yet, when global temperatures rose just a few degrees, their entire world collapsed. How does a creature protected by 10 centimeters of dense fat survive a brutal ice age, only to be killed by warmth? It wasn't a sudden fiery death. It was the trap of perfect evolution. When scientists uncovered frozen mammoths preserved in Siberian permafrost, they found undigested grass still sitting in their stomachs. No injuries, no signs of poison. They had simply fallen to the ground. As the ice melted, the dry, sunny grasslands they called home transformed into wet, muddy bogs. Herds found themselves trapped on shrinking islands, watching the ocean encroach inch by inch. With nowhere left to run, they grew smaller and weaker over generations. On places like Wrangel Island, desperate mammoths tried to survive on dwindling vegetation, delaying extinction, but unable to escape it. By the time the last mammoth died, the Egyptian pyramids were already standing. The resurrection irony? Today, scientists are attempting to resurrect the mammoth through gene editing. But imagine that for a moment. A genetically engineered mammoth opens its eyes, only to find itself surrounded by thawing permafrost, rising seas, and withered moss. That isn't a resurrection. It's a second death sentence. At 2:55, the warning for humanity. The story of the woolly mammoth reveals a brutal law of nature. Perfect adaptation is a trap. They spent millions of years evolving into the ultimate cold weather machine, leaving them completely helpless when the baseline shifted. And right now, we are walking into the exact same trap. We convince ourselves that we've conquered nature, but our coastal cities, global supply chains, and vast grain belts were engineered for one unusually stable climate. A single meter rise in sea level inundates half of our coastal hubs. A 2-degree rise in temperature displaces our major agricultural zones. Like the mammoth, we aren't masters of this planet. We are fragile creatures adapted to a fleeting moment in Earth's history.